stiff. Harry blows a gasket with Meghan as SNUBS family custom with political voice and her own blog. Meghan Markle struggled not having a political voice, being an active member of the royal family after losing her social media account as a duchess, royal correspondent Neil Sean claimed. Prince Harry allegedly tried explaining to her that the royal family does not get involved in political matters as they are not allowed to vote and speak about the current government policies. Mr. Sean told his YouTube channel, "As we know, Meghan really struggled, allegedly, with the removal of her social media. She really liked to interact on that, as I told you before. She also had that blog, the TIG. But the bigger problem really was that she wasn't allowed to have a political voice. This was a big problem allegedly, and, according to a very good source close to Prince Harry, he tried explaining that politics and royalty do not mix. As we all know, the royals are not allowed to vote or indeed, of course, speak about current government policy." He continued, "Now we know how Our Glorious Majesty the Queen leads weekly with the current British Prime Minister, but that was the bigger problem, and she spoke to apparently quite a few people, learnt about how and why she is not allowed to have a political voice." Meanwhile, in its December 20th issue, New Idea claimed that Markle wants to headline her own talk show and she's contemplating whether it should be similar to Winfrey or DeGeneres' program. Meghan Markle has been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres. Now, she allegedly wants to compete with them. A source claimed that Markle wants her talk show to be fun and light-hearted. That's why she wants to have a similar format with the Ellen show. On the other hand, Markle also wants to interview her guests and ask them questions similar to what Winfrey is doing, so a part of her wants her talk show to be just like Winfrey's. Meghan plotting her own show would explain why her Ellen interview was so odd. Even though Ellen's show is sort of cheesy and fun, with these big names she likes to get a hardball question in, which she didn't for Meghan. She also never usually lets the talent take over like Meghan did, when she began leading the interview with other guests, a source said. But the insider also said that DeGeneres and Winfrey think that Markle may have used them, that's why she agreed to go on their show. And if this is really the case, the two veteran talk show hosts will definitely be furious. However, Neil Sean said, the Duchess of Sussex wouldn't just do anything for ratings. According to the very good source, Meghan has her very own strict ideas about what she would consider to do for her return to the small screen, Sean explained. Well, the plan basically centers on the fact that she wouldn't want to do an Ellen DeGeneres type show that is entertainment, celebrity chat, that sort of thing, but more informal discussion, allegedly with political and great leaders, entrepreneurs, business people, people like that. She feels that she could connect with them and of course, put their story over in a more succinct way. Meghan closed her social media accounts ahead of joining the royal family and later expressed concerns about the prominent role social platforms have in people's lives. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced the launch of their new organisation Archwell Foundation and have been using it as a medium to interact with their supporters during the coronavirus pandemic lockdown. Meghan always relied on her own voice to stand up for others, and for herself, and reportedly felt uncomfortable not having her own blog. An insider told US Weekly that not being able to say anything is a debilitating feeling for Meghan. She's always been so independent, her entire life, and that's all been taken away from her. She's always been able to clap back on social media and now she can't. However, Meghan and Harry are slowly getting involved in politics by reclaiming their public voice through various mediums.